So in this video, I'm going to be backtracking to a video that I made about a year ago. In this video, I cover a secret Enclave bunker that Bethesda added into the game in the PTS server, the public test server, in case you don't know what PTS stands for, a while back ago. Once again, about a year ago now. And for some reason, they removed this entire bunker. Like, we wasn't even able to glitch inside it anymore. Luckily, I got footage of inside this place, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you all this again because I did only show this once. And once again, I showed this almost a year ago now, 11 months to be exact ago. So yeah, hopefully this is something new to you. And also, on the note of covering this again, I just want to bring up the question on whether or not Bethesda has plans to introduce this sometime soon in the future. I mean, why did they remove this entire section? Or did they just scrap it completely? Or do they have plans for it? Because it did look like they put a lot of work into this place with the amount of little details that are around in this area. Hopefully they didn't scrap this completely, and this is something that we may see soon in the future. I would love to see some Enclave NPCs actually come into Fallout 76, like a whole new storyline to dive into, like the Brotherhood of Steel questline. And I know I'm not alone on that subject. I know there will be plenty of other players that would enjoy that too. So yeah, I would love to know your guys' thoughts about this. I would love to see some conversations being stirred up in the comments about this place. And also, by the way, if you do find this content enjoyable, consider leaving a like on it. The support would be greatly appreciated, and it'll also help get this more passed around so more players can know about this was actually in the game at one point. I was lucky enough to get footage of inside here. Like, I kid you not, it wasn't in the game long whatsoever. It was removed pretty quickly. So for some reason, Bethesda wanted to keep this on the low. But yeah, let's get into this now. Enjoy. But yeah, we're going to be heading over to the Rapidan camp in the new expanded area. There's something very interesting happening over here. So when you get over here, there's going to be a lodge that we can enter called the Brown House. I'm going to take you guys around back because there's a fun fact about this place. Oops, accidentally passed it. It's right over here. Yeah, this sign right here has a fun fact about this place. Check this out. It's called the information plaque. This house is called the Brown House. It was the home of President Hoover and his wife Lou while they stayed at Rapidan Camp. The house gets its name from the color, and as our presidents live at the White House, it was only fitting to name their summer home after the house's color. So yeah, this is a little fun fact about President Hoover and how he actually stayed at this place with his wife. But if we go inside here, we can find the president's room. There is also a friendly robot in here that goes over some more fun facts about this place. But yeah, we can find the president's room upstairs of this area right here. Look at this. Seal of the President of the United States. Pretty cool, right? But yeah, there's something more to this. We can't access the terminal, by the way, in here. But yeah, there's something more to this area. Yeah, the president used to stay here. But also, if we go downstairs of this place, there's something pretty interesting going on. As you can see, this door is currently blocked off, which requires a code to enter, but we will be getting behind there in this video. There's a little glitch that we can do to get behind there. But before we go ahead and get behind there, look at this. We can figure out that something really classified was going on down in this area. If we get on this terminal here, check this out. Personal protocol. Let's go ahead and check this out. All new personnel looking to access the Rapidan bunker complex must complete the following steps. Hand over government issued ID to the nearest stationed MP. MP must verify government ID. If the ID is verified, please print a Rapidan bunker access card. Depending on personnel security clearance, please make personnel aware of restricted areas. Interesting, right? And access door control. This is currently disabled because, well, it looks like the door got destroyed. Which, speaking of why the door got destroyed, I'll go ahead and get more into that further in this video. Let's just say it seems like the communists invaded this area. There's some lore that we can find over here that actually talks about something happening over at Rapidan Camp. So they're interested in going here and investigating this place. This may be, I don't know if this is going to be a part of the new quest line that's going to be coming out in the future. I'm not sure, but this could be something we could be seeing sometime in the future. Don't know exactly when. But let's just say it seems like the Enclave was a part of this area. You'll see when we glitch behind this door and check out what's behind there. You can photo mode glitch back there too right now, but you can't really see that far back. But you can see that there's a staircase that goes down. So yeah, as you can see, this is about as far as we can see if we do glitch our camera back behind this door. But hey, this shows that there is something down there. It leads deeper to somewhere. Right now we can't get back there regularly. It's inaccessible. But there is a little glitch that you can pull off to get behind this door, which is what I'm about to go do now. But yeah, anyways, as you see, we are now on the other side of that inaccessible door. Let's go ahead and check out what's down here. I'm not going to be showing how I glitched into this area, but I will be giving you all a tour over, down in here. Looks like the president was a part of this place. Look at this. Look at this. DEF CON. What do they have planned here? Can we access this terminal? Oh, yes. Oh, inaccessible. Archival terminal. It's probably inaccessible right now because this is incomplete stuff going on here. Looks like this is where the president would meet. What's these name tags say? Cryptozooids. Cryptozooids. Huh. Interesting. But check this out over here. Look at this. I know some of you may be familiar with this that are familiar with the Enclave. We got Raven Rock, Poseidon Oil Rig, and Norfolk Naval Base. Sound familiar? Well, if it doesn't, to simplify things, Raven Rock was where one of the Enclave's main base of operations was located at. The Poseidon Oil Rig was another area where they sent the Enclave to be stationed at. And as for the Norfolk Naval Base, I don't know too much about this, but I did look it up a little bit, and it seems like a Chinese spy pretending to be a deserter that goes by Dr. Jiang came to Norfolk and offered help with retrieving information from the Chinese submarine, which it had fallen into American hands in exchange for immunity or something like that. But yeah, Jiang's true mission was to make sure the submarine would not remain in American possession by activating the self-destruct sequence. Unknown to the doctor, it was not intended that he would return to China alive after completion of the assignment, and instead he was to be fatally poisoned with radiation upon completion of his mission. However, it appears as though he was never even able to begin his mission, as his life was ended by the Great War. And yeah, apparently Jiang's skeleton made an appearance in Fallout 3's add-on Point Lookout. And also another fun fact, the Norfolk Naval Base is located in Virginia. So I don't know if we may go to this location sometime in the future or something. Pretty interesting. I know Raven Rock and Poseidon Oil Rig has something to majorly do with the Enclave. But as for Norfolk Naval Base, I'm not exactly sure. But we do got two locations right here that were down here that we know majorly involve the Enclave. And like I mentioned before, it did seem like the commies did invade this area. And as we know, a lot of the communists in the Fallout universe are Chinese. So maybe this plays a part in how they invaded this area. That's one of the reasons why I think the door was blocked off to get down in here. I think the communists invaded this area, and this is what the developers have planned for the future. Maybe they're going to give more lore over the communists and also potentially add the Enclave too. That would be freaking amazing. I know a lot of the community is wanting the Enclave to be seen again in Fallout 76. I'm not exactly sure, but there is more to explore down here. This isn't it. Either way, I figured a lot of Enclave fans would love to see these two names right here be brought up, Raven Rock and Poseidon Oil Rig. But anyways, carrying on from this area, let's head this way actually. Let's head this way. Just look around. Yeah, they definitely had this place nice and set up. Let's see if I get lucky. Nope. Freaking crazy. It's huge down here. I have a feeling they may eventually add human NPCs down here or something. I don't know. Right now I feel it's really empty. Of course, we're not really supposed to be down in here. They could add just a bunch of enemies we have to take on, but check this out. In this area here, look at this. You recognize this guy, right? This looks like the same guy that played a part in the Alien Invaders limited time event. But anyways, I'm not going to get too much into that if you don't know about that, but yeah, let's go ahead and activate this, see what happens. Nothing, fortunately. But I wonder if this guy was a part of the Enclave too or something. He knew about the aliens, that's for sure. He studied them. At least it looks like the same guy. Carrying on. Can't wait to see what unfolds in here. So stoked about this. Caps dash. What's in here? Dead military. Nuka-Cola Quantum. Trunk. Elevator that we can't access. Another elevator we can't access. Oh wow. Haven't seen that picture before. What's this? Haven't seen that one either before. Very similar to the Enclave right there. Ooh, let's activate. I can't. Can't remove the latch. Man, this place is huge. What's up here? Is this a movie theater room? Oh, whoa. Looks like they're watching experiments be conducted from up here. And as we know the Enclave love experimenting. Then again, like I mentioned before, that guy was studying the aliens. Maybe he had an alien captured here or something and was studying it. I don't know. All we can really do right now is theorize. Carrying on though. Can't access that. Let's keep going though. That one's inaccessible too. Dude. This reminds me of the Enclave right here. Just going in, the secret underground bunker that was underneath the White Spring Resort. Speaking of that, that also was a, area where the president would hide out at. How we can find the Enclave over here underneath the White Spring Resort and the White Spring Bunker. It's very similar to this, the Rapidan camp. Involved the president, enters a secret underground facility underneath the place. I don't know, dude. I think there's a good chance we could be seeing the Enclave sometime in the future. However, like I mentioned before, I don't think it's going to play a part in the new quest line that we're about to be getting. But what's in here? Some T-45. Ooh, a terminal. Oh, and I can get on it? Rapidan Camp Archival Terminal. Property of the United States Military. All personnel report to your commanding officer. Please select from the options below. Okay. Nothing yet. But it said DEFCON level 1 on there. Freaking crazy. Let's head this way now. Oh, can't. Inaccessible going that way. So we're back here though. It says upstairs. Can we enter up here? Look at this. Look at these mainframes. Don't that remind you of the area down below the White Spring Resort? Is every other door inaccessible right now? Okay. Yep. So it looks like that's about all we can explore down here. President of the United States. I don't know. I would love to know your guys' thoughts about this. Very mysterious. Can't wait to see what unfolds here. I really hope the Enclave gets introduced into the game. That'd be freaking awesome. Alright. Carrying on though. Now I'm going to take you over here to Camp Liberty, like I mentioned before, and show you how they were interested in the Rapidan camp area. Real quick. Death to America. This place is brutal. Looks like the enemies are already wiped out here. Anyways, there's a terminal in here called the Communist Base Terminal, but that's not the one that talks about the Rapidan camp. If we head out back here and then head this way, there's a little lodge over here that we can go into right here. Expedition Leader. Council Member Terminal. Let's check this out. Brown House Notes. Look at this. Searching the Brown House. As I examined the paper map earlier today, my eyes were drawn to the Brown House. This sparked a memory from my pioneer days. It dawned on me that this location was once the President's holiday retreat in the park. An idea occurred to me that we should consider dispatching a scouting party to thoroughly explore the house. I hope that we might uncover remnants of documents alluding to the presence of government facilities/technology elsewhere in Appalachia or DC. Should this prove true, the potential is there for us to explore these areas using the information from the documents and securing advanced technology, thereby securing our safety and dominance for years to come. So it seems like they did invade the place. Sunnyman Tower Notes is just about how there's a tower lookout nearby. And as for these encrypted notes, we can't check them out. Access denied. Freaking interesting though, right? So excited to see what unfolds once again about all of this. I'm out of here though. As always, thanks for taking the time, watching and listening. Until next time, peace.